Core component in-class questions. We're on to enzymes, question 7. We've got a little bit of blurb about catalase. It's an enzyme, it says A's, so it's usual for an enzyme. And its reaction is the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide into oxygen and water. So it breaks down hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2, and it breaks that down into oxygen and water. And oxygen is a gas, and so it will form bubbles of gas. And we've got a diagram of it here. It's a tetramer, you might not have heard that, but a monomer, one, a dimer I suppose, a trimer, and I guess this is tetramer, so it's 4 polypeptide chains. A diagram is shown. Explain why this protein is said to have a quaternary structure. So this is just AO1, remembering the definitions for kind of primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary. So it's more than one polypeptide chain. So there's actually 4 there, which bonded together to produce a functional protein. Bonded together to form a functional protein. Identify the name of the type of protein structure. So not the type, but the protein structure labelled X on the diagram, and explain how this structure is formed. So this is 1 mark, and you have to say 2 things to get this 1 mark. And so it's the kind of springy kind of shape. So that is our alpha helix, and it's bonded by hydrogen bonds. So bonded together by hydrogen bonds, and we need to say hydrogen bonds rather than H bonds, and that's between these polar H and O atoms, or perhaps amino and hydroxyl groups. So it's those in the peptide linkage that we're particularly interested in, and not those in the R groups. So the R groups aren't anything to do with this. Then we've got a bit of an experiment, and I have not brought a ruler, and like I say, I need to draw a graph. Stay tuned for part 2.